Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lawrenceville, Georgia. GGC takes on two opponents and one day comes away with a win and a loss. And we're joined now by head softball coach Kat Ihlenburg. Coach, we took on Bryan game one as we jump into the highlights here. Talk about the Grizzlies' approach. You know, lots of softball last weekend.
Yeah.
Got a week to adjust. What are some of the adjustments we made?
Well, the hardest thing we're dealing with right now, Matt, is the weather. So you have things that you come out of a good weekend, you go 3-1 on a weekend, you see some quality opponents, and we have a whole list of things at practice, and then Mother Nature says, no, you're going to get one day to work on it, and then you're going to have to just kind of punt from there. So I think we're still finding our rhythm. I think there's a lot of things that we did in both games that were excellent, and I think there's equally as many things in both games that we did that are, quite frankly, terrible. So we'll just get better.
How important was it for a freshman like Gracie Hogg to be put in that pressure-packed situation in game one and come away with a one-run victory?
Gracie's shown so much growth over the course of her freshman year, and it starts in the fall. So she came in really a young buck and had a lot to learn, and certainly we're trying to find our rhythm with a pitching staff. So we're excited to see the things she's done, and she still has room to grow, and that's probably what's most exciting about her. She wants the opportunities, and anybody who's ever played knows when you want it, often good things can happen because you're willing to work for it.
And so the Grizzlies come away with that one-run victory in game number one. Quick turnaround to game number two. We take on a totally different opponent in Coastal Georgia. As you jump into that game, it was a real pitcher's duel, again, with Gracie Hogg into that contest.
Yep.
But what are some of the things you can do? Because it's a little different than a normal doubleheader. You got to play two different teams in one day. What are some of the adjustments you got to make?
I think we just let the pitcher dictate a little bit of our at-bats for the first 3 or 4 innings. We really weren't making any adjustments to say to ourselves that we see this and pass it down. We kind of kept going in and just copy and paste and fail. So I think when we did start to make adjustments in the inning that we scored in the 5th, we were just more patient. We were more disciplined, and to be able to score 2 runs with no hits lets us know that we did some things right that inning.
And a quick turnaround. You're going to see this Coastal Georgia team, not only the last game today, but the first game tomorrow morning. How important is that for the psyche of this team to get right back out there versus the Mariners?
We're in the middle of our marathon, Matt. So, I'm trying not to let them look too much at the jerseys. I'm trying not to let them hype up on what's going on in the other dugout or with the other coaches. We have to learn our process, and we know that. So when you hear our team getting fired up, we're learning our energy. When you see our team busting up no hitters and you see our team feeling good about getting in a rhythm, then we're doing the things that we need to do. The losses are certainly not what we want, but I'm willing to learn in February to succeed in May.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. More softball coming at you tomorrow in February, a triple header. GDC will play the first and third game right here on the Grizzly Digital Network.